Scams, you know them, you love them, multi-marketing scams, AI scams, and everyone's favorite crypto scam. Those of you like me who are terminally online might have recently been made aware of one of the craziest scams and scammers I have ever heard of in my life. That's right, today we're talking about Pastor Eli's crypto scam. The pastor who straight up crypto scammed, pumped, and dumped his congregation for over $3 million. So this is Pastor Eli. He and his wife have recently come under fire over the last couple of weeks for doing a classic pump and dump crypto scam on his congregation, pocketing nearly $1 million of the $3 million that came from the pump and dump. And this dude has the audacity to claim that God told him to do it. So according to our man Eli here, God told him that he would make he and his followers extremely wealthy, a financial miracle if you will, if only they just invested in a little cryptocurrency called Index Coin. Now, I was raised in a Christian household. One of my very close family members is an ordained pastor and has practiced being a pastor of a church for like 20 years now. And while I myself may not really identify as a Christian anymore, I feel like I know how to spot like actual Christianly behavior when I see it, and this, my friends, that ain't it. This to me is much more akin to some kind of like a Faustian bargain where a person would sell their soul to a demon or a devil in exchange for great wealth, power, or talent. I mean, I'm not an expert, but I feel like most Christians might have a bit of a problem with the idea that their God is just some crypto bro rug-pilling charlatan. So Pastor Eli and his wife Caitlin are currently facing fraud charges from the state of Colorado, and in light of this controversy, our boy Eli does really what any godly man would do in a time of great crisis. He makes a response video.
Caitlin and I are being charged in a civil charge from the Colorado Securities and Exchange Commission for basically selling millions of dollars worth of cryptocurrency that is deemed worthless by the state. So how this whole thing started is the Lord told us in 21 to walk away from our marketing company, and he said, I'm going to do a new thing. And then he took us into this cryptocurrency. It was a different cryptocurrency other than Index Coin at the time. Well, that cryptocurrency turned out to be a scam.
I really admire how like devoted this guy is to the crypto bro bit, man. I mean, literally in the first few like minutes of his response video, we already see him trying to downplay basically everything by one, emphasizing that this is a civil suit, and two, this line about how the cryptocurrency was deemed worthless by the state specifically. Don't get it twisted, guys. This was a straight up pump and dump, and from everything I can tell that's been released so far, it seemed like a premeditated, planned pump and dump. It feels like this guy watched a CoffeeZilla video and then turned to his wife and was like, honey, you know, we could do this, but actually better. I mean, he really took like the blueprint of the influencer crypto pump and dump scheme. You know the one. Sell your audience on this new random internet shitcoin that no one's ever heard of, convince them to buy in on it with promises of being like fucking Bitcoin and making your investment turn into millions of dollars overnight, but then you pull the rug, take the money, and run and get the fuck out of there. Except in this instance, it's not children and crypto bros that are getting scammed by a guy in a FaZe Clan hat. It's an internet pastor taking his very likely boomer congregation for every single penny that they have. Hello friends, I just have to take a second real quick and do the YouTuber thing. Did you know that the best way to support this channel is by liking, commenting, and mainly subscribing? Subscribing to the channel is the easiest way to support the channel, and it's basically subscriptions and view numbers that keep this channel afloat and allow me to continue to create and make this content for you guys. So please, if you'd like to help me out, the easiest thing that you can do is hit that subscribe button. Okay guys, let's get right back to the video.
So the charges are that Caitlin and I pocketed $1.3 million, and I just want to come out and say that those charges are true. So there's been $1.3 million that's been taken out of, I think it was a total of $3.4 million. But out of that 1.3, $500,000 went to the IRS, and a few $100,000 went to a home remodel that the Lord told us to do.
No, your ears did not deceive you. You heard that right, folks. Those words actually came out of his mouth. My man admitted to taking at least a few $100,000s stolen from his congregation's investment, might I add, to remodel his house. But it's okay though, because God told him to do it. Now, what Eli here is doing is employing a very classic tactical move. More classic than Sukkah Rush B or Dive Bot Lane, Eli is going for the tried and true God told me to do it strat. A strategy that has been used to great success by millionaire televangelists like Kenneth Copeland and Joel Osteen. These two guys are worth like millions upon millions of dollars, and they spend that money with the frugality of an 18-year-old TikTok influencer. I mean, both of these guys own multiple private jets, drive many luxury cars, have summer homes in foreign countries and all across the United States, but it's okay though, because God told them to do it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it blows my mind that all of these televangelists, these guys, can continue to get away with this type of behavior, which I feel like is clearly not in line with the actual teachings of Jesus, of Christianity in the Bible. I mean, in the words of the big man JC himself, do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moths and vermin destroy, and where thieves break in and steal, but store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where moths and vermin do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal. I mean, this is the guy who told all of his disciples to ditch all of their worldly possessions before they could follow him, yet I'm supposed to believe that this Christian God wants these creep millionaires to just roll around in private jets and luxury cars? I'm not buying it. The sad thing is that Pastor Eli, the guy who literally in his response video admits to taking money and then using that money for home improvement, is actually receiving a lot of support from his community, aka the people who he stole money from. Wait. So you're telling me the good Lord sat your ass down and told you to invest in this crypto coin, which just so happened to turn out to be a scam. So would that mean that the big man upstairs was so blinded by the prospect of riding a coin to the moon that he got scammed? I like to try to imagine how this conversation supposedly went.
Eli!
Yes, Lord?
I have an important mission for you, Eli.
Anything, Lord?
I need you and your wife to sell your marketing company and invest it all in crypto to the moon, baby!
I mean, come on, man. Like, who do you think is actually gonna believe this argument? Like, it's this crazy talk. What's next? People are gonna say that, like, Dungeons and Dragons is actually used to indoctrinate kids into a satanic cult?
Oh, God! Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Oh, my God!
Like, I gotta give this guy some credit here. The balls that it takes to actually go for the God made me do it play is absurd. I mean, this is a straight up Hail Mary if I've ever seen one. Like, this is akin to being on trial for murder and going for the I was possessed by a demon defense. Let's not get it twisted here, guys. This man took advantage of hundreds of people. Many of them, I'm sure, were in desperate financial stress, and he made them a false promise, a promise of a financial miracle, and then he fucked them. Even still, though, if you were to troll around this guy's social media page, you would still see messages like these ones voicing their support for Pastor Eli. Now, however, thanks to creators like Ordinary Gamer and Moist Critical, a lot more people are aware of this situation, and obviously, most of the world sees this guy for what he really is: human scum. Human scum who takes advantage of faith in a higher power in order to rob people fucking blind. The audacity that this man has to try to take some sort of like moral high ground by saying that it was all in God's hands, to me is fucking disgusting. Like, I highly doubt that many of the boomers that were in his congregation had any idea what crypto even was, but they took the word of a man that they trusted, the word of a man who they believed was acting in God's will in their best interest, and they got absolutely shafted. Again, I don't consider myself a Christian, but if heaven's real, ain't no way a fraud like this is getting in. As always, guys, if you enjoyed the video, learned something new, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. The situation was just so absurd. I felt like I had to make a video on it because it just blows my freaking mind. As always, guys, I hope to see you in the next one. Drink your water, hug your mother. Until next time, peace, love, adu.